Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales. Thank you for joining me. I just wanted to do a quick video just to talk about the Campbelltown Police and my landlord, St George Community Housing. For anyone who doesn't know, my landlord, St George Community Housing, which is a well-known housing provider here in New South Wales, has teamed up with the police here in Campbelltown, New South Wales, to put me through cruel, inhumane abuse. And this is happening to me because it's all a part of a police cover-up. I have done nothing wrong. I am a totally innocent person. All that I have done is spoke up for justice for myself. And this is what has happened to me. This has been going on for around 18 months now here in Campbelltown, where the justice system and the health system are involved as well. They have teamed up together to pay members of the community and different organisations to put me through this cruel abuse. And my landlord, St George Community Housing, has placed an illegal camera in my home, and I would just like to ask St George, why is this camera still in my home? I mean, there can really only be one solution to what's going on here, and that is to remove this camera. I don't understand why you can't come out to my house and remove the camera, because right now, the way things are, St George Community Housing are supporting environmental crimes and crimes against humanity to take place. The crimes against humanity involve the abuse that I've been being put through in the way that it's so inhumane, in the way that I have no privacy whatsoever. And also in the way that my freedom has been taken away, because there's members of the community here in Campbelltown that are being paid to put me through abuse. So it doesn't matter if I'm in my home or if I'm out. I'm being stalked constantly by these members of the community that are not only watching me in my home, but they're able to track my devices and track my car. And they just watch everything I do, and they're playing this like some kind of sick game. Like, I went out this morning, and I was, when I got to the shopping centre, I was just absolutely swamped with stalkers. These stalkers all come towards me to carry out some kind of cruel psychological abuse, and a lot of them are mocking the things that I'm doing in my home. It's so degrading and humiliating, and no one should have to go through this kind of abuse. So this is why this is violating international criminal law. That's what St George Community Housing are doing by leaving this camera in my home, because this is what is enabling these stalkers to know what I'm doing in my home. They watch me in my home and they come up with ideas as to how they can carry out abuse when I go out. It's so sick, and I can't believe that so many people are involved in doing this. I mean, I know they're getting paid, but I mean, you know, it's just like nobody has any morals anymore. And a lot of the people that are doing this are senior citizens. Like today when I went out, the majority of the people that were carrying out abuse were senior citizens. And it's not only the abuse I'm going through, it is the extra traffic that's being used to stalk me. Over the past 18 months, there have been environmental crimes carried out here in Campbelltown because of this abuse. And that is because they are using just so much extra transport to stalk me everywhere I go and in my home. If I wake up through the night, they will start carrying out noise attacks using this group of abusive men. I have no idea who these men are, whether they're being paid by the justice system or by this landlord or by other organisations that have been involved in this abuse, because there's a lot of people involved in this, and there's a lot of organisations. There's a lot of large organisations, well-known organisations, that have just put me through so much abuse over the past 18 months that they are just willing to do anything right now to try and cause me a health episode, because this is what they're trying to do. This is what the community here is being paid to try and do, is to cause me a sudden, severe health episode to the point where I can't take care of myself anymore, because they want control of my life. They either want that to happen, or they want me to give up hope in my life because of the constant harassment and abuse that I'm being put through. I'm constantly being provoked by the community here. When I go out, like today, I was just provoked. Every single second that I was out, I had people carrying out cruel abuse. These people try and get close to me, and they get close to me to repeat things that I've said in my house. I mean, there was people today that know about my medical records. So this is what I mean by the justice system have teamed up with the health system to do this. These people even know my health records. My privacy has been violated in extreme ways. So I want this to stop. And not only that, St George Community Housing have also given my neighbours access to being able to control the air in my home. And I'm in a lot of danger right now because these neighbours are desperate. Once again, these people have just done so much to put me through abuse that they're desperate. They'll do anything to try and make me disappear. They want me gone. They want my life to end, and they are willing to do just about anything. And that's because they know when they're caught, they're going to be going to jail. And some of them are going to be up for attempted murder. And why they think they're going to get away with it if anything should happen to me, I do not know, because they definitely will not be. There's a lot of people that know what's been going on here, and this is what I need right now. I need more and more people to find out about what the community here has been trying to do, because this is the only way it's going to make it stop. People need to know about this landlord, St George Community Housing. They need to be named and shamed as publicly as possible for what they have done, because who knows how many people they've done this to. And it's the same with the Campbelltown Police. They just stalked me in the helicopter. They just flew low over my home. And that was a scare tactic, because I just put a post up about how they were stalking me in the highway patrol about half an hour ago. Because I put that post up, they flew the helicopter over my home, and I don't know what that's supposed to do. But it's it's like a control tactic, or I'm supposed to conform to them. But there's no way that I am going to just I'm not going to sit back and let these people try and take my life. And these neighbours have control of the air in my home, and I'm in so much danger because, they wanted to abuse me so much that it looked like that I wanted to take my own life. That's how severe the abuse has been. It's meant to cause me to not want to leave my home. It's meant to cause me fear. It's meant to cause me, to not want to live. But it hasn't worked. In these people's eyes, I shouldn't be here now. So they're so desperate because they know they've done so much, and they know the truth's getting out more and more, And, you know, this is why I'm in so much danger. Like these neighbours have control of the oxygen in my home, and they have gas stoves underneath the range hoods that the landlord has rigged, where they're able to turn on their range hoods, and everything's being diverted into my unit. You've only got to go back and watch my previous videos to see how much these neighbours have done. And they are absolutely desperate people right now, because they don't want to be held accountable, but they are going to be. They are. And I want this abuse to stop. So this is why I just have to keep, you know, letting people know as much as possible on my channel, just to protect myself. This channel is my only protection. It's my only protection from the abuse that I'm going through here in Campbelltown. Because every time I try and reach out to somebody for help, the justice system blocks the help in some way. Everything I try and do in my life, just about every business I go to, every service I use, there's some kind of manipulation used by the staff at those organisations and businesses that's meant to cause me some kind of psychological trauma. This is what they're doing. It's happening to me just about everywhere I go. They're going to these businesses before I get there, because they're watching my devices and they're tracking every single thing I do. I have no privacy whatsoever. The whole community can watch me on my phone. They can hear me record this video right now, not only because they can listen in on my home and watch me in my home, they can also see my devices. So I need to raise awareness of what I'm going through here. So if anyone can help me, I'd really appreciate your help. Please contact me on the email that will be attached to this video. And this neighbour downstairs from me, she's been abusing the air in my home with this dust. And she didn't do it last night, but, you know, I wouldn't put it past her to try this again. And she's actually doing this to try and take my life. She's doing it to try and affect my breathing, because I don't know what this dust is. It's blowing down into my home. It's filling up my whole home, and it's like a synthetic kind of dust. It looks like it's bits of insulation that blows down into my home. And I don't know, you know, if I'm breathing in something that's dangerous or what. But the landlord, St. George Community Housing, is telling her to do this. And because, you know, it was supposed to work out for them like that they just abused me so much that I wanted to take my life. And they thought that I probably would. But it hasn't happened, because I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to take my life. So, you know, I think the plan was to set these range hoods up in my neighbour's home so that they could control the air in my home, and then they were probably going to gas me and then say that I had taken my own life. Emergency services have been in on this too, not just the police, ambulance drivers and the fire brigade. So the people in this town could easily set this up. They could eat, like with the landlord, the way they've rigged the air in my home, and they have the ability to control the air. That's scary. Then the fact that the emergency services are involved as well, and the police. Not only that, my family are involved in this. This is why they thought this would be easy to do this to me, because I have a very uncaring family who only care about money. They have stolen an inheritance from me, and they've also accepted money to purposely isolate me and to put me through abuse. So this is why I have absolutely no help whatsoever. They're involved in this. So this is why the justice system and the health system thought that this would be so easy to put me through. They thought that I would just give up on my life, or they'd be able to set it up like it looked like I had taken my own life. So I just want to make everyone aware of the fact that there is no way that I would ever take my life. And I want St. George Community Housing to remove this camera from my home, because this is what is enabling these abusers. This is what is enabling the environmental crimes to go on. And I can't see what the big deal is. Like, just get someone out here and get it out of my home. Like, the solution should be simple. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going anywhere. And you need to do something about this. And I know you're listening. I know you are. Because, I mean, it's only logical. If you've gone to the trouble to rig people's homes so that they can abuse me to death, you're watching the situation. There's no doubt whatsoever. Not only that, they send me manipulative messages and texts all the time, like trying to gaslight me and provoke me to get angry. Because they want me to, the neighbour downstairs, the reason she's been constantly provoking me and abusing the air in my home with this dust, she wants me to get angry. She wants me to, go down and bash on the door and go off my brain at her for doing this, so that she can call the police on me and say that I'm crazy. This is what these neighbours are trying to do. And the thing is, I don't get angry. I just, deal with each obstacle and challenge as they come along, and I don't get angry. And the thing is, it's actually making her angry when I don't get angry. So it's actually having the reverse effect. But yeah, they try and create delays for me in every single thing that I do. It's either delays or it is cruel psychological abuse that I'm put through when I use just about every service that I go to. Mail, they hold up my mail. They try and cause delays with that as long as they possibly can. And there's nothing I can do about it. I've just got to sit. And they've been doing this for 18 months. 18 months. So, yeah, I want this camera out of my home. And I just wanted to let people know that there's no way that I would ever think of taking my life, just in case this landlord and these neighbours are thinking of, doing anything like that. And I just wanted to let everyone know what the police are doing too. Because it was just after I put that last post up, that they just flew low over my house as an intimidation tactic. The Campbelltown police. And they're watching me in my home. They watch me go through this abuse. And they do nothing about it. And the police actually do that. The reason the police do stalk me like that is just so they, they're trying to encourage the neighbours to continue to abuse me. That's why they do that. They're trying to encourage the community and the neighbours to continue to abuse me. So if anyone can help me by creating more public awareness around this, please reach out to me and let me know. And you can also help me by sharing one of my videos. That would really help as well, because the more people who know about what the justice system and the health system and this landlord are doing, the better. So thank you for listening, and I will talk to you on the next one.